Good morning, Ms. Trent.
Good morning.
How are you?
I am okay.
You okay? You were crying profusely earlier on.
Yeah, it's this.
Why were you crying?
It's this PTSD kind of. I was completely fine, and then it all comes rushing back.
Oh.
And it's very overwhelming and embarrassing as well.
It is embarrassing.
It is very
especially all the things you've done
Sorry?
over the last couple of years. It is embarrassing. The things you've done is embarrassing. So I want to know why you were crying. Were you crying because you got caught
No,
out, or were you crying because you regret doing everything that?
no, I was crying because of what happened to me.
What happened to you?
I was abducted. My
You were
phone was
abducted.
stolen.
You weren't abducted. Your phone wasn't stolen. Your phone was booked
Absolutely.
into the SAP 13 book at the police station. What makes you think your phone was stolen?
It wasn't
Stolen. I'm telling you, it wasn't stolen. It was
was.
booked into an SAP 13 book at the police station. It was put into a forensic bag in front of you.
Have you got
signed
the
the warrant
chain of custody?
Yes, I do.
Then
So why
that
did you come before and saying what happened to you like you're the victim? You are not the victim here. South Africans are the victims. Our communities, those are the people who's the victims here. While IPID was meant to be investigating corrupt policemen, what were they doing? Working hand in glove with yourself and Mr. Paul O'Sullivan. You are not the victim here. You should be celebrating today. Because Mr. Vincent Smith was arrested. You shouldn't be crying. That was all you're doing. You said earlier on. Am I right?
I opened the case. I didn't.
Yeah, you opened the case. He was finally arrested today to 7 years imprisonment. Thrill-seeking behavior. We did it. We won. We made history. And then you come here today and you tell us that you don't want to talk about the extraction reports from your phone.
No, this is illegal. Stolen.
No, it's not illegal.
Absolutely
Ma'am, let me tell you something. It is no longer illegal. We've received a letter.
A letter does not mean.
We've received the go-ahead from the National Commissioner, General Masimola, earlier on today, saying that the documents, these extracts, were obtained legally.
No, they weren't.
They were.
No, they weren't.
I don't care what you say, but they were, and we have them now. And this
also,
can you give her a copy? Is there a copy for her?
I have, but
You
also
do have a copy.
judge determines that in a
Okay,
in a trial.
you don't
Not
remember, then you said, you know what you're not going to do now? I have 15 minutes. Jy gaan nie praat as ek praat nie. That's what you're not going to do here. Because you wasted our time this entire night lying. And the only thing that can vindicate us are these extraction reports.
I'm not dealing with them. I'm sorry.
And that's why you don't. If you don't want to deal with them, I will deal with them. You don't have to. Because I will read all of these messages. I was going to be selective in my questioning, but if you're going to give me that attitude, ek gaan alles hier lees, and you'll crawl out of here. Because you have been lying under oath the entire day.
Not.
You have been lying about not writing statements in your conversation between yourself, and you must pick a side now. Do you want to do McBride or do you want to do Mandla? Who do you want to do?
No, you're putting. You're remembering things wrong. I did not.
I am what?
What's happened?
Be very careful what you say. What did you say to me? No, what did you say to me?
I'm sorry, but your tone is very intimidating, and it's putting me off.
Yes,
So-
you know what, ma'am? Your behavior has been intimidating since 2016 to many victims that you have targeted and plotted against. So this is a taste of your own medicine.
Okay.
So when you follow people's children and probe their mothers' homes, that is intimidation. That is intimidation. When you go through people's private records on their homes, their bank account, when you expose them like that, that is intimidation. When you're sharing numbers of ministers, when you are saying, let us next on our list is the minister. Let's go. That is intimidation. You came here today crying. Yet you were going after top cops of this country. And today you are a victim. I don't
No.
understand. I
No.
don't understand why you were crying.
Well, you don't know me, so
No, I don't have to know you. I know you. I know you based on what you were busy with. Based on these documents. I even lost my trail of thought now. Let's turn to the Patlani matter. Who was the complainant in the matter? Because in your paragraph 18, you say IPID requested your assistance in the case. But if I understand it correctly, you, Paul, your boss, was the complainant. So how does that work? You can lodge can the complainant investigate a complaint? Yet you said earlier on when you were being questioned that they reached out to you, but Paul was the complainant. That you were helping IPID. How does that work? And please don't lie, it's late.
the case is opened. That is what we do, is we put cases together. We meet with them and we say, look, we do investigate if you need any assistance.
So you,
Let us know.
in case you meet with IPID and you tell IPID if you need assistance, call us. Does that even make sense? Are you listening to yourself? You are embarrassing yourself in front of millions of South Africans right now. Why did you leave Mr. Paul O'Sullivan? And who are you working for now?
I work for myself.
You work for yourself. Who do you represent? Do you represent a guy by the name of... Give me a minute. Who do you represent in a matter? Do you know Zunaid Moti?
I do, but I don't represent him.
Who do you represent?
I don't want to talk about.
You know Mike Miller?
Yes, I do.
Do you represent him?
I have done work for him. Yes.
You've done what work for him in what capacity?
I have a confidentiality agreement with the client. I can't talk about their work.
Isn't it that Zunaid Moti is in a major dispute with Mike Miller at the moment?
That is correct.
That is correct. Who's representing Zunaid Moti?
I don't know.
Paul O'Sullivan. Why are you saying yes? You just said you don't know.
Well, representing.
You
in
remember
what way?
now.
No,
In
representing.
a dispute, there's a dispute between the two of them.
Correct.
Between Zunaid Moti and Mike Miller.
Correct.
And you are representing Mike Miller?
I'm not representing Mike Miller.
Okay, you're working for him. You're doing work for him.
I've done a couple of things for him, yes.
Did you tell Mike Miller why you left Paul O'Sullivan? The real reason. You only have this one chance to come clean, and I cannot believe this is how you're handling it. Did you tell Mike Miller the real reason why you left Paul O'Sullivan? Paul O'Sullivan left you out to dry the night of the arrest. He drove off. And today you are sitting here still trying to cover for him when you have only this one opportunity. Really? Really, Ms. Trent? You are opting to cover instead of the truth. So why is it so hard?
There's nothing to cover up. I mean, I've always said I've never witnessed him committing any offense. And that's what I said that very clearly to.
So he's never lied and created false affidavits, Paul O'Sullivan?
No,
Never ever.
no, not false affidavits.
What has he done?
What do you mean? What has he done?
You said no, not false affidavits, like there's something else.
No. You said lied or made false affidavits.
I cannot believe that you are wasting your one chance. As to why you left Mr. Paul O'Sullivan. As to why you didn't have contact with him for 4 years. Why didn't you have contact with him for 4 years? Why only now? I cannot believe. What happened? Breathe. You were a strong girl. For 4 years, you didn't have contact with him. There's a reason. You and I know it. Yes, we know it.
It has nothing to do with whether he's committed any offenses or anything, but I had to get out. I had to get out of there. I wanted a proper life.
Why wasn't your life proper?
It was just very, I'm so bad. It became destructive, self-destructive, and it got to a point where just couldn't.
Couldn't what? Into the mic.
Carry on working there. I just it didn't feel right. I'd been getting therapy, from we disagree on the trauma and the was it for me.
Miss Trent, breathe and cut all these soul ties tonight. Cut the soul ties, because that's what it is. It's a bondage. You're in slavery. You have this one opportunity. He used you. He used you.
Yeah.
Not only with McBride, with Mandla as well. And I'm not going to mention more names because I'm not here to humiliate you. I want to give you an opportunity to speak to South Africans here tonight. He used you. Tell us. That's why you left. That's how come you haven't been speaking to him for 4 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he did. Didn't help me. Yeah, and I think, you go back to work on the Monday, and eventually,
We're going to give you time to get your life back tonight, so that you can be removed and detached from all of this. But you've got to speak to us.
I don't. There's a lot to say. For me, there's a lot of resentment, but also it took me a long time to feel like I could leave. I sound like I don't want to sound like a victim or anything like that, but it was a very stressful environment. It was, like Honorable Source was saying, bullets and streets and what. I think I don't know what I would do, to be perfectly honest, right now. I'm just happy
What
I'm
was in-
out.
Let me
I'm
ask-
happy I'm out.
What was in connecting the dots the night with the braai? That information that he had,
It's called Joining the Dots.
joining the dots.
And it was about capture of the criminal justice system and how, so it would be, for example, burning in Clemesa and the DPCI, and then it would have the connection with sort of the Johan Boysen and the thing. So it was how that was connected and joined, and you know, I think he handed it out then. I remember it like that, so it must be. But basically, the braai was pretty much listening to, you know, how wonderful he is.
You can say it.
How wonderful he is, and it was, and then he rushed off to the airport, and that was it. A couple of us stayed for another drink and went home.
Do you have access to that document, joining the dots?
Yes, yes, I do. I think I have given it. I have given it to the evidence leaders.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Am I done?
Yes, the 15 minutes have expired. From quarter past, yeah. You can check your time what it is now.